Good morning. I'm feeling better. Had terrible chills last night. I must have a flu or something. Anyway, I'm feeling wonderful today, so I'm going to go for a walk while I have a little energy. I thought I would take you along since I haven't taken you anywhere for a while. Want to see my yard? It's not really what I wanted it to be. This contraption I have here needs to be taken apart. That whole top thing is a big mess. I need to take it apart and then carefully put things back one at a time. I also just laid some stuff over the top to get it out of the way. It's greened up here. We had to get the septic pump, so that's a big mess over there. It needs to be put back together. It's been raining every day. See these plants? I forget what they're called, but they get very, very tall with yellow blossoms all over them. So I put them here because I was tired of not having anything here. I think those are phlox. Either that or they're weeds. Oh, you want to see my lilies? Now the grass is all gone to seed. We can cut it without it coming back very much. See, that's all that other really tall yellow flowers too. Oh, and I have some nettles over there. Oh, sorry, ready to pick. And the other day, I moved the chair. I moved this porch swing I had on the porch. Look where I put it. Isn't that a perfect spot? Now, there were flowers under that. Mostly it's, what's that called? Daylilies. So I have it here and I have a little shade. But you know what? When I sit here, watch this. When I sit here, I now have shade from this tree. When we moved here, this was it had been mowed every year, all the time, mown. And now I've let things grow, and now look what we've got. Well, first of all, we've got this elm overhead. Got another elm tree right there, and it looks like another one right beside it. I've planted, this is a little balsam fir, no, spruce. I transplanted all these roses because underneath the rose bush, see there's one little one here coming up. Those will show up from time to time. You can just move them. So that's roses. And over here, look at that. That's the variegated Japanese willow. Isn't that beautiful? Just lovely. And of course I moved the hydrangea over here. So this will be all beautiful flowers soon. And this one here was originally the first, you can't even see it in there now, the first spirea. And I laid down the branches on the ground and I covered them over. See down there? See? Anyway, once you do that, they'll root and you can cut them off. So I've got them everywhere. But look, now, I have no lawnmower, right? It broke. So we found this push mower, but it doesn't really work that well. It mostly pushes the grass over. Maybe that's why it's called a push mower. Pushes the tall grass over. You see how tall the grass is over there. See, very, very tall? Anyway, so it pushes it over, and then I went around with this whippersnipper I found at the dump. So we now have a pathway through there and a pathway around there. See, I have one clump of rhubarb there. See, that's a spirea I moved. And those are peonies. Anyway, so from this beautiful spot, you see, I got really inspired from Virginia because she moved her chair and then she moved lots of plants around it. But my chair has already got lots of plants around it. I got this at the dump, you know. I need to mend it. I brought this basket out because I need to redo the birchbark. See these? I forget the name of them. These white ones in there. I forget the name of them too. Anyway, so this keeps getting bigger. Here's my kitchen window. And the this birdhouse I put up there. I've got one there, and I've got a little one on the wall. Where'd it go? Right there. And I've got another one right here. Those are for the wrens. And the wrens have been making lots of noise lately and sitting in this area. Wrens usually make a nest in every nest box, and then they just pick one. Silly, eh? The irises are in bloom, and some phlox. I don't know what this is called. This plant here. Well, that's my rose. But this plant gets these flowers. I guess they must have bloomed while I was in Germany, because I missed them all. Anyway, just thought I would show you that. I made this cement pathway once upon a time, but it's gotten a little closed in now. I love that bush. I guess I'll have to cut that branch down there now. Every year I cut some of the lower stuff off and let it grow. Oh, and we actually have apples on the tree, my husband said. Can you believe that? I wonder if the pears are doing good. Let's see what the pears are doing. Aha, another nettle. See, I have a pathway here that needs to be mown. Oh, look, we have another elm growing. Cool, man. See, I want this to go back to woods. So that's the apple tree in there. Here's a pear tree. Right here, usually it's got bugs that eat all the leaves. Looks like they're working on it. Only I don't see them. I think they're very small. Anyway, it's looking pretty good, I guess. One day maybe we'll have a pear. One day perhaps. Oh, look. An iris. I love irises. They smell so good. Now, is this... No, this one over here is the forsythia. I never see it bloom because it's over here in the corner. And by the time I come outside, it's finished. This is a nice tree. Coming right along. This is the other pear tree. Wow, it seems to be doing much better. Usually it's got all the leaves get eaten right off. I'll use my whipper snipper and I'll cut all this. See, this is a spirea I put down here. This is the other pear tree. So we've got 1, 2, 3 pear trees and 1, 2, 3 apple trees. We used to have, I think we had 10, 5 and 5 or something. Look at this, can you believe it? The milkweed is already going to flower. That is so fast. Usually doesn't flower for quite a while more. There's a milkweed bug. Isn't he interesting looking? Wow, I should get out my zoomy camera. See, up on top of there? That's the wren. He talks all the time. Constantly, all day. It's a good thing I like him. Or else he'd get kind of old soon. And down there is that's my cedar berm hammock. See, I planted all these really tall yellow ones down here too. And these are all soapwort. All this thing, they'll all be white later. Trouble with planting a humongous field of garden is that you have to weed it. There's some phlox. And this is a nice daylily. And there's more daylily over there. And this is alfalfa. Alfalfa gets pretty purple flowers all over it. Oh look, my Time is still working well here. There's the lawnmower. Okay, so now you've seen a little bit of it. See, up there is the garden bed. Bye. It's Nancy today. You can do this at home, whatever it is.